God is a dispensational God. God operates by times and seasons. And because of that, as the owner of this church, as the one who directs our affairs, I received the word 2004. Too faithful to fail. That was the first time we had that convention. And sometime this year, the Lord said to me that that season is over. And is opening another season. I'm going to introduce it, but more details will keep coming. In course of the year, in course of our School of the Spirit in January. So we are not going to have Too Faithful to Faith. What we are going to have, God said to me, this event is not a conference. It's not a convention. It's the gathering of all my sons and daughters from all over the world. So what we are going to be having in May this year for the first time, for the very first time, is going to be called the Feast of the Tabernacles. Now, this replaces Too Faithful to Fail. That season is over. This is a new season. Now, this Feast of Tabernacles, we have people come from different nations, different continents, different places. More details will come. If you go to Zechariah chapter 14, in Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 16, and it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. Verse 17. I like all of us to read verse 17. And also shall be that whoever will not come up of all the families of the earth to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no what? So the Feast of Tabernacle is a spiritual directive for individuals to have encounters with God. It's a time when the heavens will open. It's going to be the meeting between divinity and humanity. Now, more details will come in course of the year, but I believe God that this is packaged for someone. Say all the families of the earth will come to be a season of open heavens. That when people come in for this meeting and they are going, there will be diverse kinds of healing, diverse kinds of miracles. Please, can we appreciate God for the Feast of the Tabernacle for the first time? Now, if you go further in Scripture, the Feast of Tabernacle is also stand to commemorate the deliverance from bondage. I mean, the 400 years plus they spent in captivity. I know if you go to Matthew, you see when Jesus began to preach, blessed, and started talking and preaching, said, come to me, all ye that thirst, and all of that, it's important to also note that Jesus himself attended the Feast of Tabernacle. And the greatest of sermons that Jesus preached was in that meeting. So more details will come. But I think whenever God changes a season, it's because he wants to change somebody's story.